Kamaya, what's your favorite color?
Pink and lily.
Pink and yellow.
My favorite color. My favorite color is blue and black.
Blue and black. What color does
Put your hair down.
blue and red make?
Oh,
Caius.
blue and red equal purple.
Purple, good job. Maya, can you tell me what color blue and yellow make?
I don't.
You do know.
Green.
Green.
My turn. My turn.
Okay. What about Caius? What color does red and yellow make?
Red and yellow equals orange.
Orange. What does red and white make?
Pink.
What did you get up to today?
Playing some game.
Yeah.
I had a dream of mine.
You had a dream.
Yeah.
What was your dream?
It was about a dragon and a pizza.
A dragon and a pizza.
Yeah.
What kind of pizza?
Like a chicken one.
A chicken one. Did you have a chicken pizza?
No, but a dragon ate it. I was trying to stop it last night. It wasn't boring, and I started going to sleep, and I waked up. Yeah, I thought it was boy meat, and then it started to fly away, and then I got on my face.
Did you have a dream, Caius?
Yep, I hate 5 dreams.
5.
That's the only dream.
Yeah.
I have a 2, and I have a 5.
Whose house did you stay at on the weekend? Caius.
Nan's house?
At Nan's house.
Yeah, we were fire at her house.
And I heard Nenny made you a special breakfast. What did she make you? Pancake. And what did Nenny put on the pancakes?
Oh, a strawberry chocolate and whipped cream. Bye, Fano. Bye, Fano. Get ready for ARK-K now.
Hey Fano, thank you for joining us for a new episode of ARK-Ing Up. If you're new here, my name is Emmett and this is my lovely wife Robin, and these are our stories of being young parents with completely different upbringings and how we navigate through life with our 3 beautiful kids. If this podcast helps you in any way, or even if you laugh, hit the like button, share and subscribe. You know it's free, eh? Today's topic is Through a Mother's Eyes. This is going to be part 1 of 2. And today we do have a special guest with us, as you may see. Can we get a drum roll, please? Drum roll. It is my mother. Hey, Ma.
Hey, my son.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Ma?
Yeah, well, Carmen, Amatai's mum, and yeah, I've been asked to take part in their podcast, which is pretty cool. And so, yeah, I'll just see what they've got for me tonight and be a part of it. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Right. Yeah, how about we get a little bit of a backstory on you, Ma? Oh, actually, before that, yeah, week. How's your week been? Both of you, say. Babe, start with you. How's your week been?
I've had a good week.
Yeah.
Nothing new to report.
Nothing? Nada?
Nothing that I can think of.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
No news is good news.
No news is good news, yeah.
That's a good day. That's a good week.
And yours, mate, you had a good week?
Yeah, no, actually not really.
Not really?
No, work's been pretty hectic and, had some pretty dark days,
Yep.
dark way of thinking and then some ups. But, I think that's going to be like that for the rest of the year. To be fair. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, for those that don't know, me and Mum actually work together.
Yep.
I'll work in the same building, but we don't work in the same division.
Correct.
Yeah.
Same
Mum's
company.
part of the air and ocean team.
Mm-hmm.
Importing and exporting. Yeah, and I'm down on the floor in the depot part. So yeah, but we do work for the same company, Main Freight. But yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, my week's been good. Thanks for asking.
Oh,
Yeah. That was the next one.
Yeah, busy, just crazy time. But yes, yeah, nothing to really go off. How about we start with a joke, eh? Hey Siri, tell us a joke.
What do you call a nose with no body? Nobody knows.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
pretty generic that one, eh?
That was a good one.
One more. Hey Siri, tell us a joke.
Did you hear about the restaurant that only caters to dolphins? It only has one customer, but at least it serves a porpoise.
Oh, no.
Dry. Alright, that's enough, Siri. How about we get a bit of a background on you, Ma?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about where you grew up, your upbringing, siblings.
Ah, yes.
Obviously, I already know this all, but yeah. How about you give us a little bit?
Okay. So I am of 5, in a total of 5. I've got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. I'm the second to youngest. So I've got a brother, Ben, who lives in Aussie, sister Cheryl that lives down in Rauponga, and a brother D that lives in Timaru, and sister that lives in the Cook Islands. Yeah, so really close family. Brought up in Palmerston North, all born and bred there, and brought up with a solo mum. Dad left us when we were all sorts of ages. I was 5 when he left us, and so being brought up with a solo mum. She came to the Lord when 2 years after Dad passed. In a nutshell, this is just all in a nutshell. And
Left as in like not passed away, but left as in like
sorry,
yeah, like
mum and Dad got divorced.
separated.
Yeah,
separated.
separated. And so from there, my mum looked after us and brought us up the best way that she knew how. And obviously, those times as a kid, you wonder where your dad's been or where they are. As time goes on, and you get older, you realise things aren't what they were when you were a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but love my family to bits. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The same goes for me too.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so even though we're all separated, but you're all together, hey, still.
Yeah, we're really close. You don't need to be together
Yeah.
to know that you're close.
No,
So
it's still
just
like
a phone call and it can be like, oh,
yeah.
So it's cool.
Oh, cool. Now, do you, with your upbringing,
Yep.
Nan being solo, and being the second youngest, how did that affect how you parented me and D?
I think when your father and I parted, that actually was hard for the first couple of years. But then in saying that, when we kind of were together, I was doing a lot of the solo parenting anyway, with him being part of the army. So that required you to be on your own quite a bit. So I was looking after you and your sister for at least 8 months of the year by myself. So,
So solo, but you still had a partner and all that
correct,
too.
So when we separated, I think the hardest part were the habits of, Christmases, birthdays, and what you got used to. But the support of the family that I have got, just helped immensely, immensely. And so with you and your sister, you fellas were really good kids. Obviously you had to deal with what had happened, but and I think you fellas did it really well in your own way, to be fair. But as a solo mum, I had to put my stuff aside to make sure that you fellas were okay. And I think that was my biggest thing, because with Nan being a solo mum, that's what she did for us. So that kind of reflected me and my upbringing to be with you fellas, and make sure you were emotionally okay as much as I could. But not try and fill that void with other stuff that could have been worse on you.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Like how we don't smoke, we don't. We drink, but like not. It's not like a habit,
not dependent on, not dependent on it. You have it for a good time.
Exactly.
What it's used for,
for sure. What it's supposed to be for.
But it's not your crutch.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good too, actually. I've never liked the smell of smoke.
Same.
Cigarettes and that.
I've never smoked.
See, I do like the drink every now and then, but like we said, it's an occasional thing. Or if I get caught up, I get caught up midweek. And it's not something that I'll fall onto. It'll be more eating. Hey.
That's my
eating
bad
will
habit.
be, that's my addiction is.
Yeah, comfort. Hey,
Comfort. Yeah, but it's not like, but not saying that if you do, that's bad.
Yeah, correct.
Hey.
Nah, it's just everyone to their own.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everyone has their own
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Mm.
Mine just happens to be food.
Yeah. No, and I think you just have to take the hard yards and see it for what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
And it hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. Nah, I think if you try and do it another way, it's still going to be there.
It's still going to be there, yeah.
The problem, the hurt's still going to be there. So
Yeah.
I used to say to your grandmother, "Oh, when's the pain going to go?" And she goes, "It'll go. Time's a healer."
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Time's a healer. I'm sick of hearing that. But it's so true.
It's so true.
So
Time
true.
is the only healer.
Yeah,
That is the only
it
thing.
is the only healer. Yeah.
But why not have a good time at the same time?
Yeah. Well, that helped. Oh, I got a sore head now.
You got a sore head and I've got the pain to go with it.
Yeah. But we were brought up with Nan coming to know Jesus when we were younger.
Yeah.
That actually helped as well. So Nan used to encourage me spiritually.
Yep.
Which I think is a big key, because you got those three things. You got your soulish, your physical, and your emotional.
Yeah.
And you got to have help somewhere.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you see things for what they are, and the facts are true.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't heal you.
Yeah. What was I like growing up? From through your eyes, a little Emmett's running around, or even in comparison to our kids now, like
who's more like you.
Yeah. Because we know
Kais is definitely like you.
Yeah.
Kais is definitely like you, but then I see his mum and him as well, you know. Why I say Kais is like you, I see he's very clever, and he likes to learn things and he's like a sponge, he takes it on board. And that's really cool. He's really soft-hearted like his mum, and he's always happy, like his eyes are just always lit up, when we're together. And so I really cherish the time we have together.
Yeah.
When you were, a little boy, your sister always said to me, "Oh, you spoil him," but she was strong. She was a different kind of temperament. She reminded me of me.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I didn't baby her as much as I did with you.
Yeah.
As a mum, when you got a daughter and a son, and I'm sure Rob's kind of can understand this, is your daughters are quite strong.
Yeah.
And they're real strong-willed, and you see your son's kind of not weaknesses, but they're softer than the girls.
Yeah.
So that's why you kind of a bit hard.
Physically strong, but emotionally in that weaker.
Correct.
The girls can hold it together.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And that's why you are the way you are with your kids. It doesn't mean that you don't love them any less.
Yeah.
It's just that what your girl can handle, your son might not be able to. They might
for sure,
need that extra bit of help.
Yeah. And I see that around the house too, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hard on my boy because, I think, hey, you should
males,
be.
Yes. Yeah.
But Rob's is harder on our girl than our boy, because she's like, okay, soft-hearted, so being gentle, but I'm being the hard. So they're getting both of it. They're getting both from two different sides. But
correct.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good balance.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think that's why it's good when you got two parents. I've noticed the difference of having friends that have had two parents.
Yeah.
And it caters for both sides.
Caters,
whereas when you're a solo parent, you can only give your half.
Oh, yeah.
You can't give the male side and the male can't give the female side.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the balance needs to happen.
Yeah.
And that's why I think a lot of families that aren't together, that are broken, they miss out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so keeping a family together is good. It's important.
Yeah.
What's a memory of when I was younger that you that can stand out, that sort of really stands out to you? Funny, serious, either one.
Crack me. Well, I can give you a couple.
Okay.
Oh, damn it, So,
full name.
a good one, a loyal one. This is how loyal you are, son. Is every time I'd go to work,
Yep.
you'd always take me to a certain part and then you'd go home.
Yep.
You know, and it was, or even if we started at 5 a.m, you'd be up at the door saying goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, and then you go to bed. You know, and that as a mum used to quite touch me, because it was like, well, what kind of kid gets up, at all hours of the day, all morning, and want to say goodbye to their parent,
Yeah.
and then go back to bed. And so that was pretty special, as a mum. And then when I would join the Air Force, he used to bike me to a certain part, and I go, no, you go home to the main road, and then you go home, and that was really cool. So even when I used to run in A.R.K.K, you used to come with me on your bike, or even in Auckland, you'd run. So we were really close, really close, you know, and that starts from way back when. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was sickly, I was a sickly boy.
Yep, you're a sickly boy.
When I was born.
We nearly lost you when you were 18 months old. The doctor diagnosed you as just having the common cold.
Yep.
And that night, you just weren't getting any better. So we thought, oh, heck, we better take you to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And no, actually, I think we got you to the hospital, and then they said that had we given another hour or two, we would have lost you. So we're really grateful that never happened. And the doctor that diagnosed you as just having the common cold, he actually come up to the hospital and apologised.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because we never rung him.
Hey.
To tell him what had happened to
so
you.
who told him? Hey.
Yeah.
They would have been just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Not like this day and age,
right.
you know, but doctors don't apologise.
Because I remember hearing a story on the same situation where a lady, she had taken her son to 18 months old, taking him to the doctors get checked over. They said it was just a cold, blah, 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 blah. And then she returned home, and I think maybe 2 hours later, baby passed.
Yeah.
It wasn't a cold.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, but...
And obviously the doctor wouldn't have said anything.
Nah.
Hey.
Nah. But this doctor was so remorseful.
Yeah.
And that's how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, they actually cared.
They cared, eh?
You weren't a number.
Yeah, you weren't a number for sure, yeah.
Yeah. So no, we were really blessed that God didn't take you.
Yeah.
You know, it was a whole...
Or maybe he was even saying, hey, he told the doctor, hey, hurry up.
Yeah.
Go say you're sorry, man.
You better go say sorry. You misdiagnosed this young boy. And that was you at 18 months.
At 18 months.
So we had you in hospital for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, until you were allowed to come out. And then we used to thank you for asthma.
Yep.
Until you grew out of it, actually.
Yeah.
That wasn't until later on in life, maybe 9, 10.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
I was still running and stuff like that, eh?
Yeah.
Without a pump too.
Yeah.
Like,
You were a goer. You were determined in a lot of other areas, you know, which is really good. If something that you struggled with, you would try and get better at it.
Yep.
You know, you never gave up and go, oh, nah. And I go, no, I want to do it. So, that determination is,
there, eh?
really good, you know.
All right, so that's when I was a baby. What about like teenage, like 10 to 15? What was it like around then?
Well, those times were pretty important because unfortunately that's when your dad and I kind of separated.
Yep.
So, you know, you would have had your own outlook on how that worked, how that was going down. And I knew as a parent that you and your sister couldn't understand a lot of the things, which is adult stuff, you know.
Sure.
And I don't think that was something that should have been put on you to, you know, this is how I'm going, how I'm feeling. This is, you know, I don't think that was a place to put on a child.
Yeah.
But when we made the move to Australia with your auntie and them, I think that was a really good decision that her and I made. And all of you kids, that was cool. Yeah, and it opened all of our eyes to, it's not just New Zealand.
Yeah, it's not,
you know, there's a whole wide world.
There's a whole wide world, yeah.
Yeah, and the schooling was cool for you fellas.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was really good. Yeah, good eye opener and the best thing that we ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about my like pre-Robs? What about pre-Robs? What was I like pre-Robs?
Pre-Robs.
Do I want to hear this?
Yeah, I reckon. pre-Rob's days.
Hey, I'm putting myself out there.
Yeah. Actually, we hung out quite a bit,
Yeah.
pre-Rob's days,
Because it was just us, eh?
Yeah.
He was here.
Dee was living here,
was just me
doing
and
the
you.
uni.
Yeah.
Then we had Granddad living with us. We were living with Granddad.
Yeah, Granddad. Yeah.
And then I think Ash come over to live with us too.
Yeah.
And then we had Liam. We had quite a busy household. We had Crystal.
We had Crystal with
come
us.
live with us in our 3-bedroom apartment.
It was like all of us, eh? She'll sleep downstairs.
Yeah.
And she'll be in his room.
Yeah.
I'll be in mine.
Yeah. So I think pre-Rob you're a good kid. You stayed safe. You always watched your surroundings, which was good. Being an Aussie, such a big place.
Yeah. Anything can happen, really, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, anything can happen, but no, there's
I think it's good about being 6'3", eh?
Yeah.
In high school, eh? People just like,
yeah, and I think you had your cousins there.
Yeah.
That was really cool. They had them, and you had a whole lot of different mates that you surrounded yourself with, and going to the school that you went to.
Yeah,
that was a really cool school.
Mm-hmm.
We met Rob's, where the seed was planted. Yes. And just getting into your music.
Yeah.
You used to always take your guitar everywhere you went.
Guitar, uke.
Play it, and your ukulele and play it all the time. That was really cool listening to that. So, I thought you were a really good kid, actually. Yeah. We had some arguments, we
had some arguments, eh?
Yeah, which is normal. Eh?
For me, when it comes to those arguments, I can't remember why. Like, I remember what it was about, but I don't remember why it came about.
I think a lot of it was just frustration.
Frustration, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think my job that I was working at the time was like an hour there, an hour back.
Yeah.
Sometimes I didn't get home till like 6-7 o'clock, and you're looking after yourself.
Yeah.
Which wasn't good parenting, but I think you're only 15, and just about we only lived across the road from your school.
Yeah.
But still, I had to leave at 6 in the morning. You didn't start when you went to school. It didn't start till 8:30. So you were on your own for 2.5 hours before school, and then you'd finish school at 3:30, and I wouldn't be home till 6.
Yeah.
So I think that didn't help.
Yeah.
For me and my frustrations. Yeah. But you made sure you went by yourself. And I used to come home and see your mate E-Man there.
Yeah.
We had the key to the unit, and I was like, where's my son? And then here he is in your room. I was like, oh. A few surprises.
A few surprises. It's like John and I, bro, take the key, I'll be home soon.
Yeah.
And he'd be at the house and I wouldn't even be. I wonder where I'd be.
Listening to some depressing music. Is that Ams? Oh, no, it's not Ams.
Good times, man.
Yeah, no, we had a good life.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just us, same.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Mm.
Hey, how did you meet Robs? But how did you meet Robs, and what were your first impressions of her?
Now, this is a cracker. What I can remember of that night that I've met Robs is...
so it was nighttime, not even during
Yeah, it was nighttime.
It was.
And I'm not even too sure if it might have been your fella's first date.
Oh.
But she come home. Obviously, you had the room off the lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just saw this shy girl looking at me going, hi. And then you go, oh, Mum, this is Rob's. And I'm, oh, Robin, sorry. Oh, Mum, this is Robin. I'm, oh, hi, Robin. And she goes, hi. And just real young, stunned, and then I'm, oh, okay. And then you go, oh, yeah. And then you fellas didn't say you went into your room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my first time meeting Rob.
On those purple couches?
Yeah.
On the purple couch.
Yeah, those ugly purple couches. Second-hand couches, eh? But they did the trick.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I'm, oh, right. And then my first impression was, oh, she's a nice girl. Yeah, and I was like, oh, is that okay, son? Cool. Yeah. And then I thought, oh, well, as a mum, you're always thinking, how serious is this going to be?
Yeah.
And you go, oh, well, you just divide your time. it was good that you had someone.
Yep.
You know, because I know that you'd been on your own for ages. You
Yeah.
know, and that's pretty
Just playing
good
the
for
field,
a young guy.
Just
Playing
playing
the field.
Talk me up. Talk me up. Playing the field. I was playing the field for ages, man.
Doing young things, young single things.
Young single.
To what degree, I do not know. You know, a mother never always knows the full story.
Yeah, as soon as I got my license, I was gone.
Oh, and your license. That's another story. Yeah. But I think the more that Robin come over,
Yeah.
you know, I thought, oh, yeah, okay, it's getting a bit serious, you know. And then when I decided that I was going to be moving home, because I think Rob's had moved in,
Yeah.
and I decided to move home, and you were going to stay. I thought,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, this is for real.
Yeah.
So, oh, no, cool. You know, so that was hard as a mum to, you know, finally let you do your life, you and Rob's life, and me move back to here, to New Zealand. So I didn't know where that was going to be, but I was happy you had a partner.
Yeah.
You know, and you and Rob's were going to do life, you know.
I wasn't just going to stay there with family, that sort of thing, eh? I was actually staying there.
With your partner,
Mm-hmm.
So that brought peace.
Yeah.
As a mum. Going, okay, cool. Dee's doing her life back here with Ash, and you're doing yours with Rob's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, Lord, where's my journey then?
Yeah. Where are you off to, eh?
Where am I off to? And then obviously with Nan coming back, and I didn't do a good job looking after her, actually. I think the Lord did a better job than I did. Oh,
yes, that was your main intention, to come back to look after Nan.
Yeah, the main reason was to come back and look after Nan. And then I was right beside her, and she still was sick, you know, and I'm not like I'm a nurse. And yeah, God's kept her alive today. Yeah,
Super Nan, eh?
Super Nan. Yeah. So I think she just was lonely, needed someone.
Yeah.
But God did the rest. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good first impression then, eh?
Yeah, good first impression. Mm-hmm.
How did it feel to become a nan? Or for me to become a dad? And then obviously in turn you becoming a nan.
I was stoked.
You were stoked?
Yeah. I was stoked.
Well, actually when we found out she was pregnant, I remember you and Dee being really stoked.
Yes.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was stoked as I was like, yes. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, how's this all going to work? And because you were living in Australia at the time, you know, so I thought, oh, okay, I'll have to just, you know, all my breaks, I'll get over there like how Mum does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I thought that was how it was going to roll out.
Yeah,
because it's natural for a daughter to be with their mum, you know, when they're pregnant and all that. And so I thought, nah, cool. Gonna have little Emmets or a little baby D or a little Robin, you know. So to be a grandparent, it's so cool, and then to know that you're gonna be a dad.
Yeah.
You know, I think you never know what you're in for.
For sure.
To be fair, and I know I never knew what I was in for.
Hashtag parenting.
Yeah,
hey.
Correct. Hashtag parenting, and you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
You're never
It's
gonna.
inevitable. Hey, there's no book you can read.
No,
a
there's
book
no
will
manual.
semi-prepare you for like the technical stuff, but it won't prepare you for everything else. No way.
Yeah, and then you got to have a mindset change.
Yep.
From being single,
For
just
sure.
you two having your time going here and there to go, oh, we got a baby, we got to take the baby with us.
Yeah.
Don't forget the baby.
Don't forget the baby.
Don't forget you took the baby.
Yeah. No, I remember seeing him being born, and that was a special occasion to be a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to know that you fellas decided to come home, that was cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I felt sorry for your mum.
Yeah.
To be honest, you know, because I know as a mum, you know, you want your daughter close, but then you want them to have the best too, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I knew that was a hard one.
Yeah.
But look at you now, Robs. Yeah. Hey, independent, all growing up and
Best
done
thing.
well, man. I take my hat off to you, bub.
Definitely.
Yeah, because Caius is coming up 6, and you've been in New Zealand all that time.
Yeah, when it was only meant to be 2 years.
Correct.
Max.
Yeah.
And there wasn't even me saying, oh, you know, should we just stay?
Yeah.
It was just like...
We just stayed.
it was just stay.
Yeah. So, Robs, I think
Yeah.
you're actually amazing. To be
Thank
fair,
Yeah.
you're a good mum. You're a good provider. And you do well as a
Yeah.
mum.
Absolutely.
Take my hat off to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, true story. And
True-
3 kids.
three
Gee, you've
kids.
done one
Oh.
more than me. Even more. I take my hat off
Oh,
to you.
gee.
2 was my limit.
Two.
Yeah. But it's not easy being a mum.
Yeah.
And day in and day out, it's an endless task.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good job, bub.
On the backside of that, babe, what was it like to meet mum?
Oh yeah, I remember
Scary.
being real shy
Mm.
because it was kind of sprung on me.
Oh yeah, yep.
Because I remember.
What, did I just always go out the
Not-
door or something?
No. You were meant to come to my house for dinner that night, and then
Oh.
like randomly, I think I finished work to a message like, "Oh, come to mine instead. Meet my mum." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's what I was like though. I was like that, eh?
Yes.
And then I was just
"Oh,
like, oh,
what?"
what are you up to? Let's go. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Yeah.
nah, yeah.
what's this plan stuff? Like, I was,
Yeah.
rolling with it was
Yeah,
the
that was
plan.
your
eh?
thing.
Yeah.
Just
I was like, none of this trying
Yeah.
to plan
Yeah.
things, yeah.
And then basically how you remember it.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
like-
I remember you sitting on the purple couch with your legs over the one seater, like chilled out. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty cash, eh?
It was super casual.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even remember it. I
Don't you?
don't remember any of that.
Yeah, I do.
Honestly,
yeah.
no, for the life of me, I can't remember it.
Yeah, no, I remember it, walking up the hallway, seeing your mum in the couch, going into the room, and then that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I left out the side gate.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to add on?
Is this just in general? You
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Well, I think what I'd like to add on is how I've seen you both grow
Yep.
as a mum, and you both as a couple and as
Mhm.
parents, and I would just like to say you fellas both doing really good,
Mhm.
in this day and age, looking after your kids, keeping a relationship together is not easy, and just to encourage you fellas to always not sweat the small shit,
Yeah.
because and always be quick to not forgive but forget,
Yeah.
each other's shortcomings, because what I see with my mokos and having them on this Friday night,
Yeah.
they love their parents, they love yous, and I would hate to see something to the point where your father and I are separated, and seeing you fellas going through that.
Yeah.
That I would never want to wish that upon anyone,
Yeah.
anyone's relationship. So yeah, always work to each other's strengths, always encourage each other, because I see it in my mokos.
Yep.
They love yous, they love each other. They're allowed to be kids.
Yep.
They're allowed to play up, because that's how a kid
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah.
Too strict and they'll fall back later
Yeah,
on, eh?
yeah,
They'll be like, oh, okay.
yeah. But they've got love.
Yeah.
Definitely got love. Yeah, and yeah, they got good manners. They're always wanting to share.
Yeah.
And that's not is around kids these days. Quite selfish and self-centered.
Mhm.
But no, they're always, oh, do you want some of my lollies?
Mhm.
So I think when you're seeing kids doing that kind of stuff, it's
You think, what are the parents doing, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what reflects parenting
Yeah.
a lot of the time when you see manners, sharing. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. So that's what I would really like to tell you fellas. You're doing a great job and keep it up. Yeah. It's taken less stress off me as a grandmother, because a lot of grandmothers are looking after their grandkids,
Yes.
Yeah.
and they're living with them.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's fair on the kids.
Yeah.
But I'm allowed to be a part of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go home and not have to worry, are they doing this? Are they doing that? I
Yeah.
don't have that stress.
Yeah.
And I'm really blessed, actually. Mm,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Any advice for us? Any advice?
Any advice? stay close to the Lord.
Yep.
As we've been, brought up, and you've been brought up too, son, that He's the source for everything. When the world fails us, when mankind fails us, sometimes when our partners disappoint us, He's the one that we need to go to for help. And I'm learning that myself even more too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was cool. Thanks for coming, Ma.
No,
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I think I could actually get used to
Get used
this.
to this.
I thought I was going to be gun shy, but I'm not.
There's an in and arcing up. There's an in that counts.
Yeah, an end.
Put it at the start, knocking up.
Yeah, knocking up. Yeah. The time for knocking up.
Yeah,
eh,
knocking
guys.
up,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, come on, guys. You knock up.
You knock up. Thanks once again, Mama. Thank
Oh,
you.
good.
Thanks for tuning in for episode 7 of ARKK-ing Up. If you liked the video, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.